Hey, budget friends, if you've ever built a bill tracker but still didn't know whether you were actually overspending, this video is the missing step. Today, we're building a simple income and bills tracker in Excel that shows you your balance, updating in real time without tracking every single dollar. By the end of this video, you'll have a monthly income and bills list, a running balance that updates automatically, over budget alerts, and a clean setup you can reuse every month. Let's jump into it. First, we need a way to tell Excel which month and year we're working with. In cell B2 will be the month, and in cell B4 will be the year. You can type the months in manually, but using a dropdown will avoid breaking formulas if something is spelled wrong. To do this, we select the cell, go to Data, Data Validation, List, and under Source, we'll add all of the months separated by a comma. We'll do the same for the year. This lets everything update automatically when you change the month and year. And now I'm going to format it with the colors and preferences that I like. Everything we build next will reference these two cells, so changing the month or year updates the entire sheet. Now we'll build the heart of this tracker, one table that holds both your income and bills. Here are the column headers we need starting in cell B7. We have due date, day due, bill name, type, amount due, paid, and balance. The type column is what makes everything else work. This table will be powerful because it'll hold both income and bills, and the type column will tell Excel exactly what to do with each. Now we want to convert this to a table. We'll highlight these will be the header rows, and you can type Control T or Insert Table. Make sure you check My Table Has Headers and OK. Now we also want to rename this table. Here in this box, we'll change the table name to Income Bill Table. Using a table lets formulas automatically copy down and expand. Tables are very powerful. This type column will control everything, so we want a drop-down list here too, with two simple options, income and bill. Just like we did before, we'll go to Data, Data Validation, and under List, we're just going to add those two simple options, income and bill. We're going to click OK, and now we have a drop-down for income and bill. Incomes will add to the balance, and bills will subtract from it. Now let's set up the due dates. Instead of typing dates manually every month, I'm using a formula that automatically builds the due date based on three things: the selected month, the selected year, and the day due for each bill. Here's the formula I'm using. This formula references the month and the year at the top of the sheet and the day due column inside the table. Match converts the month name into a number. End of month finds the last valid day of the month. And min keeps the due date inside the month you're currently working in. The key thing to know is your due dates will always stay in the selected month and year. So if you change the month or year at the top, all of the due dates update automatically. You don't need to memorize this formula, just understand what it does and reuse it. Once I plug this in and enter a day due, you can see the due date populate automatically. And that's it. Now your due dates stay accurate month after month without manual updates. Now we'll work on the next important formula in this tracker. Before we write the formula, we need one starting point. Up here in cell H4, I'm adding a starting balance. You can think of this as whatever balance you're starting the month with. Now let's move into the balance column. This formula does three things. The first row starts with your starting balance, and income gets added and bills get subtracted. And the balance rolls forward automatically. What this formula is doing is checking, am I the first row of the table or am I the table header? This formula will bypass the table header. And if it's the first row, Excel will start with the starting balance and then adds income or subtracts bills. Every row after that simply takes the balance from the row above and applies the same logic. Income gets added and bills are subtracted. No manual math ever. Once this is in place, the balance automatically updates no matter how many rows you add or how you sort the table. Let's add checkboxes to the paid column by going to Insert, Checkbox. Soon the paid column will control what counts towards your totals, which we'll work on next. Checked will mean paid, unchecked, not paid yet. This will help us track what's already cleared, what's still pending, and what's overdue. And now Excel can make decisions for us based on that. Now let's calculate the totals at the top so Excel can start doing the thinking for us. First, we'll calculate total planned income for the month. This formula adds up amounts only when the type is set to income. Next, we'll calculate total planned bills. This adds up everything marked as bill, whether it's paid yet or not. Now we'll subtract planned bills from planned income. This will give us a quick snapshot of whether the month is planned to be positive or negative. We'll make this more dynamic later. Next, under bill totals, we want to see what's already been paid. This adds up bills where the paid checkbox is checked. Next, we'll calculate what's still left to pay. This adds up bills that haven't been paid yet. These two numbers, bills paid and bills remaining, should always add up to planned bills. You can highlight them and check the sum at the bottom of Excel to confirm. Finally, we'll calculate overdue bills. This formula only includes bills that are marked as bill in the type column and are not paid and have a due date before today, all without you doing any manual checking. In a minute, we'll add formatting so these really stand out. Now let's add a clear budget status message. This formula looks at your balance here and returns over budget if it's negative, returns on target if it's exactly zero, and returns under budget if your income is more than your bills. This gives you an instant snapshot of where you stand for the month. We can also tie this to conditional formatting so the message changes color automatically. We'll do that next. Now let's make everything visual and add some bills to see this sheet in action. First, for balance alerts, if your balance drops below zero, we'll highlight it in red so it's impossible to miss. Under Home and Conditional Formatting, we'll select New Rule. We'll pick Format Cells that only contain where the cell value is less than 0. We want this to be red. And if the cell value is greater than 0, we'll format this to be green. Perfect. For overdue bills, we want to highlight this in red when this number or balance is greater than 0. And that means you have overdue bills. The formatting in the table will be use a formula to determine which cells to format. Here we want to add this formula. And we'll pick the cell color. This rule does two things. It checks if the bill is not paid and the due date is before today. Now overdue bills jump out immediately without you having to scan the list. Lastly, we want to show negative amounts in the balance column. Finally, we can add a few visual touches, and that's it. You just built a fully functional income and bill pay tracker in Excel. You can reuse this every month by changing one cell, and everything updates automatically. If you want the finished version of this tracker, I've linked a free download below. And if you want to keep learning Excel for budgeting, feel free to check out some of my other videos here on the channel. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.